This video will show you how to scalp the Forex market for profit on the 1 minute time frame. If you are interested in learning how to trade and become consistently profitable, please subscribe to Decisive Trading and also like this video. There's a few quick notes before we jump over to the charts. Scalping focuses on very small moves. On the 1 minute time frame, these moves can happen very quickly. I would always suggest using reduced stakes, as low as possible when you first begin, until you are certain that you can consistently profit. People often gravitate towards the 1 minute time frame when they begin trading because they want the action to be faster. They want more excitement. But remember, faster profits can also mean faster losses. Okay, let's jump over to the live charts and I'll show you how it's done. Okay guys, before I get started showing you how to scalp the 1 minute time frame, I just want to point a couple of things out. When I'm scalping, it's the only time where I don't take a proper top-down view of the market. A top-down view is basically, for me, I would start on the weekly time frame, move down to the daily, 4 hour, and so on, so that I can get an overall view of how the market's set up and which direction I believe it's going to move. When I'm scalping, I'm on the 1 minute time frame, I'm in and I'm out very quickly, I'm watching the screen, so this isn't necessary. What you do want is markets with a low spread. This means that if your spread's only 1 pip, 2 pips, it means you can get very quickly into break even, very quickly into profit, and it means you're not holding on to a position where you start at -5, -6 pips. Also, when I'm scalping, I use lower stakes. This is simply because scalping is less consistent, and also because it can move against you very quickly and it can become stressful if you've got a large lot. Also with scalping, this is the only time where I'll look for an engulfing candle or candles with long tails for my entry. I'm not looking for proper candle setups because you often don't get it on the 1 minute time frame. I'm simply looking for engulfing candles or candles with long tails. I'll point these out to you when they show up. So I've got the Euro GBP loaded up here. This is today's price action. What I simply do is, before any of this happened, so when the market was like this, I would look at the previous day, which happened to be Friday because today is a Monday. I'll scroll back. I'll pick out points where the market has repeatedly turned round. So you can see here the market has bounced off here, 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 and here. So this shows me that it's a strong zone for the next day. I'll just pick out all of them. So you've obviously got one here. I'll usually try and keep it with the candle bodies for when I'm scalping because I don't want to start taking large areas. So what I wouldn't want to do is take this entire zone, which is what I would do if I was trading on a higher time frame. But when you're scalping, you're looking for a pretty exact entry and you're only looking for a few pips. So here we've got a reaction here and a reaction here. Scroll down some more. Okay, you've clearly got a large bounce from down here. One here. And that's pretty much all you would need. You don't need every single zone when you're scalping. So you set these out. If you don't know how to pick out support and resistance, also watch my other video. It teaches you how to do it. Okay, so then you come in today. Let's see here. So we're now on the 1 minute time frame. So this is today's action. This is 7 in the morning UK time. What I'd be looking for is candles, when they come down to these zones, you just set your alarms here. When the alarm signals, you come and you watch the market. As I've said, all I'm looking for is candles with large tails or engulfing bodies. This one didn't fit the description, so I would ignore this. There's tails here, as you can see, but compared to the body, this isn't a large tail. This one here is. So what I'd do is I'd see this candle, I'd see that it's rejecting this zone, I'd set an entry below the low of this candle. My stop would be above the previous highs, which is this here, this candle here. So I'd go, say, because I'm scalping half a pip, so 3, 4, 5, there's half a pip right there. That would be my stop, 213.2. And all you're looking for is a few pips down to the previous low, which would be here. So when the market reached here, personally I'd exit, but what I would do is if the market broke through, I'd stick with the position. But here you can see it's rejected, and so I'm out. Then you follow the market on, it comes up, it comes down. Gets to here. You get a large tail on the body showing strong rejection. You enter above the high of this candle. Your stop would be below the low. You're looking for the previous closest high, which is here. See how the market bursts through? Because the market has burst through, I will now stay with the position. And what you can do is you can follow it by following significant candles. So you follow this candle. When this candle forms, the stop moves up to the bottom of this candle. You let this run. This candle here is a significant candle in size compared to these. So the stop would then go to here. It bursts up here. The stop would go to here. And then you just follow the market. So there's another significant candle. Stop would go up to there. And eventually you would get stopped out around about here. But what I'm saying is when you're scalping this, if you follow this method, where only if it breaks the previous high or the previous low, you stick with the position, you can make some very good points. So you would have got stopped out on here. That's 16 points. When what you would have been risking would have been, say, even 6 points. So that's almost a 3-to-1. So you can get some good. Everyone who says that scalping is not profitable and it can't be done, seriously, they're talking nonsense. If you know what you're doing, you can trade any time frame. So you come along. There's no signal here. It's a tail, but it's not big enough for me compared to the body. So I wouldn't have taken it. You would have got profit, but I wouldn't have taken it personally. You follow it along. Here you go. Here's a strong reaction here. The tail is very large compared to the body. Enter above the high. Where is the resistance zone that it's going to meet? Here you can see all these lows here. This is where it's going to meet resistance. As you can see, this candle here touches the resistance. Didn't break through. For me, I would have exited this position. If you like, you can follow it with the stop, come to the bottom of the bar, and then just follow the significant bars. It's whatever your personal preference is. Okay, it comes along here. We're now at 1 o'clock. Bearing in mind, this is only from the previous day's major support and resistance levels. You don't need anything else when you're scalping. So you come down here, you break through the line a little bit, but you see this candle right here? This is a positive engulfing candle. For me, an engulfing candle has to be larger than at least the previous 5 candles. With this candle here, you can see it's larger than, well, all of these candles basically. So even though the market broke through this area, it's instantly rejected it and it's forced itself back up. So I would enter above the high of this candle, stop below the low, and your next zone would be up here somewhere. So you'd be in and out. This is why you need a small spread. So you'd be in and out a few pips. 2.3, 2.5 pips. And okay, that's the end of this. Is still forming today. So for Euro GBP, there you go. That's how you do it. I'll show you on one other popular market. Let's see. Sorry, this is the FTSE. Okay, Euro US dollar. Okay, so this is today's price action on the 5-minute time frame. So you're just doing the exact same. You're just going to the previous days, which on this occasion is the Friday. So this is the Friday. You're just picking out the major zones where the market has turned around. You can see it's touched here. Here, 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 and here. So that's a fairly significant zone. Well, certainly for scalping is. You've got another one down here. You've got another one here. Now, it might seem like I'm going quite fast putting these zones in. It's just because I've done it so many times before. If you watch the video on support and resistance, you'll learn how to do it, and before long you'll be able to fly through it and do it as quickly as I'm doing it. So okay, so then we drop down to the 1 minute time frame. Okay, we're looking for the start of today. So okay, so 7 o'clock, let's say you start your day. Comes up, you've got nothing, then you have this candle right here is an engulfing candle. It's on your zone. You enter below the low, stop above the previous high, which is here, and there you go. For me, the resistance zone here would have been right here. That's where I would have been looking. And as you can see, the candle breaks through. So I wouldn't have moved my stop down to above this candle simply because my entry was below here, and that would mean that I wasn't break even. So what I would do is, when this candle pushed down here, I would then move my stop down to this zone. And that would have been 5 pip profit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in 11 minutes. You can see here it's rejecting here, but the size of this candle, that would have invalidated the signal for me. The wick's not big enough, and this is an enormous positive candle. So you just ignore it. You've got nothing, you've got nothing. You come up here. This wick isn't big enough for me, but this one here is. So I would enter below this candle and it pushes away. Come down here. Do we have any signals? You fall. See how you create some air here? This is important. Right here. So the way the market breaks through this zone, and then you get a candle here, which instantly rejects. For me, I would take the break of the low of this candle as a sell position. Stop above the previous high, right here, and you follow the market down. And it is as simple as that. Just looking to see if there's any more today that we've had. Here you go. Here's a buy signal. Here's a candle right here, an engulfing candle. This is one that's forming right now as well, actually. You can see. Here's your sell signal. You would have entered below the low of this candle. And right now you'd be sitting in profit. Your next zone of resistance would be right here. So what you want to do is when the market reaches here, if it reaches here, you want to look at how this candle reacts, or it might be the next candle, how the next candle reacts. If it rejects this zone, you just close out your position. If it breaks through this zone, you follow it down, either using significant candles or whatever method you choose to use. Your stop would be above this candle, because this is the previous high. Up here. And it is as simple as that, guys. You can see this, it's obeying the rules. I'll just leave this a few seconds, see if it comes down here and reacts to this zone so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is a perfect entry candle right here. You can see it's got a strong rejection from this zone. The wick is much larger than the body. Enter below the low. Now you're in profit. So you can see this zone here. See the candle reacting off of it? So your stop is now at break even. And you can either exit as it reacts off of this, or what I would do is I'd wait for the candle to close, because quite often the last sort of 10 seconds of a candle is when you really see what its intention is. So as you can see, you see it jumping up, jumping down, jumping up, jumping down. And that's that candle closed. It hasn't broken. So for me, I would just close that position. Five pips profit. I've shown my entry to include the spread. It's 5 pips in a couple of minutes. Simple as that. Okay guys, I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to Decisive Trading. There will be a lot more videos coming teaching you how to trade and hopefully leading you from beginner through to trading expert who is consistently profitable. Thank you.